I'm 41 years old, but would like to be able to do this forever. I've learned that if I beat myself up and push myself hard with intensity every day, I end up beat up, stiff, sore, and have to slow down. That's why every week, once a week, we take an active recovery session. We move with a little less intensity, a little more intentionality, so that we can train hard all the time during the week and not get beat up. If you want to make progress in your fitness and your health and your life, join us every morning in the 5 a.m. squat clubs. We do it together. We'll prime our minds, warm up our bodies, move with intensity 6 days a week, and then we take action towards our goals. If you want to make progress, you're in the right spot. First thing before we move this morning, we're going to choose our first thoughts of the day, set our intention. Let's go. All right. So first step on the 5 a.m. squat club is to squat. What you're going to do is find yourself a little bit of space where you're going to put your feet on the floor underneath your hips, heels on the ground. If you feel like you're going to fall over backwards, you can grab yourself a counterbalance. And while we're here, we're going to do a little bit of box breathing. So it'll be a 4-second inhale, a 4-second pause, 4-second exhale, 4-second pause while we choose our first thoughts of the day. So we're going to start on an inhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. I am responsible for my life, my actions, my responses. Hold. Exhale. I will make time between stimulus and response. I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. I choose gratitude. Just lick my mouth. All right. Excuse me, dog. Mindset primed. Next, we're going to start moving the body. So we've gotten up out of bed. Now it is time to get up off the floor. We like to start every day with 2 minutes of getting down and getting up. 2 reasons why this is important. 1, it's a great way to warm up. It's a great way to lubricate the joints, increase the body temperature, and just generally get the heart rate up and the blood flowing. We do it also, specifically this movement, because it's essential for life. I need to be able to get up off the floor because I play with my kids down here, but even more so as I age, if I end up down on the floor, I want to make sure that I still have the capacity to get up off the floor. So this is an essential movement for independent living and for playing with your kids and being active and, having body control. So 2 minutes. You can walk it down, hop it down, just get all the way down on the floor so the weight is all the way there. And then all the way back up, and you'll notice I'll take a hop at the top, arms overhead to celebrate. Celebrate the fact that I have the capacity to do it and that I have chosen to work on maintaining that capacity as I go, as I age. So another 40 seconds here, getting the body warmed up, getting the head ready to start moving a little bit. But remembering that we're not going to beat ourselves up today. We're going to move with intention, get warmed up, move through some positions that'll help us build mobility and stability, but also leave us feeling primed and ready for some intensity in this upcoming week. So, one more thing, give yourself a pat on the back for being here, for not hitting snooze, for getting up early, and making the decision to better yourself first thing. So, next step in the warm-up, see on the bottom of the screen here, we'll start with a little bit of a hip flexor warm-up. So pulling that knee to the chest, standing nice and tall. Let's aim for 10 reps there. Good morning, team. Talia, Ryan, Yaroslav, Mr. Terry, Amelie. Good morning, good morning. A nice little active recovery session here today. Switch sides. We're going to be doing a little bit of machine work. If you don't have a machine, that's okay. You could always do burpees or a nice slow jog. And then we're going to do a little bit of, what's it called? Pancake. A little bit of pancake mobility. And watch a little strength side clip. All right, from there, let's go with the good morning. So feet underneath the hips. Send the hips back, maintaining a nice neutral spine. Find some hamstring tension. Stand and squeeze the butt at the top. Get about 10 of those. And then we'll also do a little bit of crab / tabletop / bridge work as well. So opening up the upper back and shoulders and working on a little bit of mobility in the lower body as well. So hang out with us this morning. We've got a good session and it'll leave you feeling all warm and fuzzy and set up for next week. All right, next one there, we are going to swing a leg. So standing nice and tall, grab onto something for support if you'd like, or do it without. I'm gonna try that today. And we're just swinging that leg forwards, backwards, a little more range at the front than the back, keeping the abs tight and in control. Get 10 cycles there. Haven't fallen over yet, that's not bad, right? And then switch sides. 10 swings there as well. How's everybody feeling this morning? When did we get to bed last night? What was our bedtime? It's a little later for me. We've got the in-laws in, and we're prepping for the birthday party today. So it was a little late. All right, from there, we're gonna go with the reverse lunge. Standing nice and tall, take a big long step back. Let the hips come straight down, let that back knee kiss the ground. Notice the 90-degree knee at the top there, at the bottom, sorry. Stand it back up, bring the feet together, reverse it, go ahead. Ryan, bed at 8. Whoa, hell yeah. And Terry, 9, amazing. And Terry, if you're in the same time zone as us, you get up even earlier. I see comments in the chat from you at 4:30. What time do you get up, Terry? Yeah, for me it was close to 9:30 last night, which is pushing the limit of when I want to go to sleep. But circumstances sometime force you to do different things, right? All right, from there, let's come on down to the floor. We're gonna rotate a little bit here, so 9, 20, 6 to 7 out of 10. All right, that's better than yesterday, Yaroslav. All right, we're gonna go hand to the temple, elbow to elbow, and then elbow to the ceiling, just rotating it around. Let's get at least 5 per side. Talia, 8 p.m. Oh yes, that sounds delightful. Actually slept well, just got to bed a little later than normal. Trying to make up for it tonight. All right, switch sides, elbow to elbow. Oh, elbow to ceiling. Anybody feeling stiff after yesterday's sandbag cleans? Surprisingly feeling pretty good. Arms are a little sore, but to be honest, I think that was from much earlier in the week. All right, let's come on up for our first set of squats. Excuse me, feet underneath the shoulders. You can go arms out in front as a counterbalance, bring those hips down below the knees. Stand it back up, squeeze the butt. Let's get 10 there. Ryan says 6-7, but I don't understand that, so that's obviously a funny joke. 3 a.m. Central. Oh, jeez. Jeez. So Terry, you went to bed at, what'd you say, 8 or 9? But you're getting up at 3. There's 6 hours there. Crazy. You are an early bird, my man. All right, round 2. We're gonna go a little bit of rotation at the hip here now. Bringing that knee up in front and then out to the side and down, and then reversing it. Bringing it back up from the side, out in front and down. Aim to get 10 cycles here, and then we'll switch sides. Switch it up. Ooh. Focus on the balance a little bit. Tripod looks like it's falling over. All right, focus. Okay, starting to feel a little bit warm here. That's good. Get a little bit of moisture on the skin. All right, from there, hip extension. Get yourself on the floor, on your back, feet on the ground, knees at 90, and then send the hips up. Squeeze the butt hard. Hold for a couple, and then just down and up. Get 10 here. It's probably one of the more important movements for you if you have a seated position in your day. If you spend a lot of time in a chair, the hip flexors get tight and they pull on our low back. So if we can work on opening up the hips and making some space for those hip flexors through extension, we can do a little bit of reversal and get a little bit of relief from that pull on the spine. Okay. I like that one. All right, now we'll hinge, single leg. So take one foot off the ground, bring it back behind you, hinge over at the hips, stand her back up, reset the pelvis by squeezing the butt. Whoa. Let's get at least 5 per side there. Focus on that balance. Try to find a focal point maybe in front of you and stare at it while you go. And switch sides once you got about 5. Stand up tall in between. Woo. Here. All right. From there, let's get down into our plank position and we'll come into our Spider-Man lunge. So take one foot outside the hands and then just move those hips around, finding those tight spots. You go side to side, forwards, backwards, whatever. Emily says, I think I was asleep by 10 last night. It's 6 p.m. now. We're getting ready for bed, lol. Up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Heck yeah. What do you guys, what is your morning routine, Emily? So I know you guys join us at 6 p.m. What does your morning routine look like? Switch it up. Oh, yeah, that's tight. There we go. Now I'm feeling those sandbag cleans a little bit, and the hamstrings and adductors maybe. Got about 10 seconds per side here. We'll do 2 each. Missing a couple teammates this morning here. Switch it up again. Oh, there's that. Yeah, there it is. The hip flexors are a little sore. That's good. That's what today is for. Finding space, making room. Resetting almost, you could call it. Switch one more time here. Switch up, last one. Got one more rotation, and then some more air squats before we get her going. See here clearly. Thank you. All right, from there, let's do this. We're just gonna lay down on our front. If I have space, we're gonna do what we call a reverse snow angel. So arms go out in front, off the ground. They're gonna come around behind me and then behind my back, but I'm gonna keep my hands off my back, so nice and high, and then back around overhead. I'm hitting the wall though. There we go. Let's get at least 5 to 10 cycles there. You see me? Yeah. Hands up over the hips and then overhead, keeping them high off the ground the whole time. Ooh, lots of crunching in the shoulders there. All right. And then we'll come on up for last warm-up set of air squats. So feet back underneath the shoulders, maybe a slight turnout, knees in line with the feet, hips go down below the knees. So let me get 10 there. Stand up, squeeze the butt, reset the pelvis, the top. Neutralize the pelvis so we're not tilting. All right, we warm. Team, time to move on. So what we got today, a lot of this we're gonna kind of follow along as we go. We're gonna freestyle it a little bit, but 2 rounds format wise. We're gonna go 5 minutes on the machine, and that can be a rower, a ski erg, a bike erg, a treadmill, whatever. If you don't have a machine, nice, easy, consistent state burpees are good. Just move nice and slow, or even like a run on the spot, or if you have a skipping rope, you want to do some single unders, just a steady movement. So 5 minutes on the machine or some kind of steady cardio, followed by, we're gonna do a few different movements here. It'll probably be 2.5 minutes working on our horse stance / standing pancake, which is a stretch for the hips, hamstrings, glutes, all that kind of stuff, where we're trying to maintain a nice neutral spine, but I'm gonna talk about that kind of as we go through it. So first 2.5 minutes are gonna be working on this, and then next 2.5 minutes will be some crab / tabletop work, and maybe a little bit of bridge work. So, and we're gonna do 2 rounds of that. So back on the machine for 5 minutes, and then back on the floor for 5 minutes, 2 rounds. Let me know any questions we might have here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna watch a little clip from a strengthside video to just give us a little bit of insight on this one. So let's see if I can do this properly. So far, so good. We're just gonna watch.
If you develop the straddle pancake, you'll have all the mobility you will ever need from the backside of your body. With our modern day lifestyle, most men could use this stretch, though it often seems unattainable the first time you sit into it. I'm gonna tell you why I think it's actually very functional and show you an even better option for most people.
So this is kind of what we're going to be working
As you develop your pancake,
we're going to do it the
you'll be able to
version,
access any other ground sitting position with ease. The ground used to something-year-old influencers will tell you to use a pillow under your hips. I know because pancake the goal. This version brings all the same benefits as the pancake. It's just easier to get started with. Feet should be around double shoulder width. We push the hips back and hinge forward. Lift the tailbone upward to maintain position. If you have trouble sitting on the ground, then at some point you're going to hit that rounded back position. Try your best to stay in the range of motion where you can maintain extension. Let's talk joint angles. Luckily, it's one of the best at opening the hips. The horse stance stretches the hips, inner thighs, and hamstrings while being loaded. This makes it potent for keeping that mobility and carrying it over into the pancake. See, if you can't open your hips, it won't even feel like a hamstring stretch. It'll just feel like you're completely blocked. This was my main issue when I started my pancake journey. I actually had fairly flexible hamstrings, but needed to unlock.
We're going to work with the oh, that's still playing. We're gonna work with the horse stance to kind of open up a little bit, and then we'll work with the standing pancake. If you can do it seated, like if you have the mobility for it, like he was saying, and you can sit upright with a neutral spine in that straddle, right, without having any rounding forward, then you can do it there, but I don't have that mobility, so I'm gonna end up working on it in the standing position, trying to maintain that neutral spine as we hinge. So 2 sets. Hopefully we can get this. Okay, I'll have the clock on that one, especially during the bike sections. Okay, so we're starting on the machine. We're not going to hear a whole lot of music here. We're going 5 minutes on the machine, just a steady pace. If you want to kind of increase the pace over those 5 minutes, you could do that. Do that as well, or just keep it nice and steady. Let's go. I have pancakes with honey. I love pancakes. Nice, Yaroslav. Every once in a while, maybe. So this will be 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Starting on the machine, 5 minutes on the floor, 2 rounds. Let's do this. 10 seconds. Probably should have turned this first. How's that look? 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. So we're just moving steady here for 5 minutes. Not trying to break any records. Just trying to move smoothly. Feel free to chat, but I can't see it. So you can think about, hey, what kind of pace do I want to try to maintain here? Or just feel it out. Right, you'll probably notice that the first little bit jacks up the heart rate a little bit quickly, and then it'll settle, and then depending on the pace you've chosen, it may keep going up. So try to find a steady pace that you can keep, and you can always think about turning it up on the second round. So there's 1 minute in. Just nice and steady. Focus on your breathing. Keep moving. See if I can hold 60 here. That's 2 minutes down, 3 to go. Hey, Mabel. Halfway, 2.5 to go. Three down, 2 to go. Keep that steady pace. 90 seconds left. 1 minute left. 4 down.
Somebody who could save him instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a case I don't want to place. I want to be first. Work till it hurts. Dehydrated till I'm in a hearse.
30 seconds. $15, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. All right. Equipment, good morning. Oh, okay. Let's start in that wide straddle stance. And we're gonna hinge there. So, whoa, slippery. Important here is that we're maintaining a neutral spine. So, when you hinge, we're not rounding the back. We're just pushing the hips back, finding some hamstring tension, staying there, neutral spine. If you can put your hands on the floor, great. You can put them on top of something else if you want to raise them up. You can always widen the feet as well. So hanging out there, nice neutral spine, flat back. You can check by putting a hand on there. Are you rounded or neutral? Hang out here for, I don't know, at least 30 seconds. Feel some hamstring. Lots of hamstring. Okay. From there, we're gonna go horse stance. So outside of your squat stance, and we're gonna sit down, drive those knees out. See if we can go 30 seconds or so. Really push those knees out hard. Adam, the camera angle is great, thank you. It's almost like we're in the same room, Yaroslav. Emily said the same thing and I replied, aren't you a waffle person? It's funny. Morning. It's definitely starting to burn. Hang out there, keep those knees out. It's very challenging. Another 20 seconds or so, we're gonna get on the floor. Wow, that burns. Going back down there, hang out, see if you can stay at parallel, keep those knees out. Wow. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay. I'm gonna mess around into crab now. So hands and feet are on the ground. And you could just stay here, right? You could just move around in the wrists a little bit, side to side, forwards, backwards, just opening up the wrist. You can open the hips, which will give you a little more shoulder extension as well. Pushing those hips up to the ceiling, holding there. What you could even do is from that position, take one hand off the ground to press into the floor, drop the hips, press into the floor, we get a few cycles here, opening up those shoulders, and switch it up. Squeeze the hips hard, squeeze the butt, get that line straight. You even just walk around. Oh, legs start to burn there. Wonder if you could do like a bridge. No, that doesn't feel good. Remember, we used to do the bridge with the feet up on something elevated. It's been a while since we've worked on that, though. It's probably not going to happen. Well, maybe. You can try that guy. Elevate the feet. Press into the floor. Try to get into a bridge. Another 30 seconds there. Just hang out, hips up high, open up those shoulders a little bit. They're pretty good for the elbows as well. 20 seconds, we're back to the machine. All right, make that transition. You guys can see that clock. How's that look? 3, 2, 1, go. So 5 minutes steady. You can try to go a little faster than the first round if you want. 5 minutes, nice and easy. You want to be sweating, but not completely out of breath here. Just lubing it up. 30 down. That's 1 down. 4 to go. Instead of searching inside for what they gave him, a strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a race. I don't want a place. I want to be first. Work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak mind. 90 down, 3.5 to go. Two down. 3 to go. Halfway. That's 3 down, 2 to go. Somebody who could save him instead of searching inside for
strong will, strong mind causes mayhem.
90 left.
Change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated, thirsty, I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak ones. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off with a new life, make a dream job. No line rhyme, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
Last minute. Thirty seconds. $15. 10. 3, 2, 1.
Venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. You get a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression.
Let's do upper body first on this one. Let's go. Travis. Good morning. Oh yeah. So grab your PVC. We're just gonna open up here a little bit, and then we'll get on to the horse and straddle in a minute. Travis, hang out. We got 4 minutes here. We'll finish up, we'll chat. Decided to get a barbell. Yeah, my recommendation is always going to be a Rogue barbell. But depending on where you're at and your budget, that might be expensive. But they're pretty bomb-proof. I'm always going to recommend that. But any barbell, any 7-foot Olympic barbell is going to be good. All right, from there, let's do the upper body first. So we're going to go back to our crab, seeing if you can bring the hips up, even just holding there with the hips extended, pushed up towards the ceiling, and just breathe. And what you can do is open up the shoulders by shifting forwards and backwards. Extension, flexion. Keep the hips high. Press them up in the heels. Let's do a couple reaches. Press out through that shoulder. And then we'll alternate. Press out. Hips up high. Reset. Press. Hips high. Reset. Press. Open up those shoulders. Couple more here, and then we're going to get into our horse stance, and then we'll try our pancake again. 2 more. All right, let's come on up, shake out the arms a little bit, come to your outside of squat stance, at least your sumo stance, and then come on down to parallel. Try to keep those knees out in line with the feet. Oh my God, that burns. I'm a baby. We're gonna work for about a minute here. Come in when you can, come out when you need. Really shove those knees out. Try to get a 20 kilogram holy bar. Make and a budget. You can start our belly. Yeah, equipment. Do you have any suggestions? You're the equipment guy. If Travis is still here. Travis, how'd you find us? Have you worked out with us before? Just on the replay? Keep going, another 20 seconds here, and then we'll mess with the pancake. Keep it up. Keep it up. Drive those knees out. 10. 5. 3. 2. 1. Oh my God. Okay. And then we're gonna go standing pancake here. I'm just gonna use this so I don't slide out. So nice wide stance on this one. And then we're hinging with a neutral spine. So only go as far as you can with that neutral spine. This is wide enough for me. There we go. Neutral spine. And just hang out here. Try to keep the feet parallel. Pushing the butt back, keeping that chest proud. Found your channel through Garage Gym reviews. Awesome. Like in the comments, maybe? That's sick. Awesome. So Travis, what do you have right now in your gym? You have dumbbells, kettlebells? What do you got? Barbell's a good tool. There we go. Let's hang out there for another 30 seconds or so, just because it feels pretty good. Travis, what type of training do you do and what are your goals? Still neutral. Alright, when you feel like you've had enough there, you can walk it back up. Although I kind of like this. Feel a good stretch on that right side of hamstring. Alright. And then let's come on out of that one. Oh. Great job, team. That was probably higher intensity than I was envisioning for this morning, but you'll know that what I'll often say on this active recovery day, whoops, that's the wrong one, that's the mic, is that you know it's been an effective active recovery session. One, if you feel nice and warm, you know, and loose and whatnot, but two, is if you feel like now you want to do a workout, right? So if you feel like, hey, like now I'm ready to go, I'm ready to push the pace, the body feels good, and like, hey, I could go do a hard workout now, then you did it. Then we've done it properly. We've gotten what we wanted out of this, and that's the wrong screen. We're not doing that. That was yesterday. Then that's proper. So now, you know, instead of getting excited and going and doing another workout, take it down, let's cool off, get some homework done, and then tomorrow we're gonna hit it hard. So let's just go nice and easy, square stretch here. So sitting on your butt, cross one leg out in front, cross the other leg on top. You can rock back and forth, get those sit bones out from underneath you, and try to sit nice and proud. We'll talk a little bit about equipment here, and we'll talk a little bit about our regular moments of clarity, where after our session, the mind is clear and we're able to, I like to think, make good decisions, uninterrupted decisions that are, you know, our best work kind of thing. So, you know, our theme today, our topic is that, you know, we've got fitness goals that require hard work. And if you do that hard work with high intensity all the time, you will hit a wall. There will come a time where your body will not be able to keep up anymore. So because I want to be able to do that, what I find is the minimum viable dose of, you know, recovery work, what we do today, is this 1 day a week where we bring it down a little bit, and that allows us to bring it up during the week. You will see sometimes, and I think it happened at least once this past week, that even with the intensity programs, some days the body doesn't feel amazing and you want to just slow it down a little bit, reduce the intensity a little bit, take your time to move a little bit better, and that's fine as well. However, our whole thing here is that do it every day, right? It doesn't need to be the most intense every day, but in order to maintain the rhythm and in order to maintain our routine where we do our homework every day, consistency is where it's at, right? If I can be here every day, even if I don't beat myself up, I just prime my mind, prime my body, get the blood flowing, get my head straight, then I can do my homework and I'm just less of a jackass during the day, right? If you are like me at all, you know that getting that heart rate up is like an antidepressant, right? It is the tool that allows us to be nicer people. So that's why every day is our strategy, is our plan, so that the habit becomes easier to be consistent and so that I'm always getting my dose, of make Adam a nicer guy. So it's as simple as that, right? Like that's why we're here. That's what we're doing. If you want to make that progress with us, it's so simple. You just need to show up. And the progress that we talk about is not only in our fitness, right? We talk about the goals in our lives are what define us, right? We are only as good as our progress or our purpose in this world. So every day, because we've established this routine, because you're here and up and prime, it's now the perfect time to habit stack homework, right? And homework is just an hour of dedicated, intentional, uninterrupted work towards the thing that matters to you. For me, it is building this community, this business to a place where we can help more people, and in turn, it can help my family develop the lifestyle that we want. But for you, it might be something completely different. It might be writing a book of your memoirs. It might be starting a new business. It might be learning a new instrument. It might be learning a new language. It might be moving countries. It might be getting out of a relationship. Whatever your most important work is that starts to bring you towards your the life that you want, it'll happen if you carve it out, dedicate yourself to it, and make it happen every day. Doesn't need to be one big giant explosion of progress. It just needs to be daily steps, daily action, little bits at a time. All right, I'm just gonna read a couple comments and then I've got a throwback clip for you. I just wanna make sure we got Travis here. I bought my first equipment today to get started with an adjustable bench, adjustable dumbbells, because they're very versatile for small space. That's right, the dumbbells, perfect. I mean, personally, I wouldn't have gotten a bench because they're relatively limited use, but if you like to bench press and whatnot, then great option. But the dumbbells, fantastic. I would probably get a pull-up bar if you don't have one, Travis, something that you can hang on. And really, a dumbbell and a pull-up bar is a great setup to begin with. And then, I mean, from there, the sky is the limit with barbells and kettlebells and sandbags. We use a sandbag here once a week, Travis, so that's definitely a useful tool. But really, just start working up. Just build, your equipment one piece at a time, and over time, checking on Marketplace, getting some used gear, you're gonna find that you're gonna be able to build up a pretty good home gym over time. But really, like, more important than your gear is your consistency and just showing up, right? I know so many people who, especially over COVID, over that 4-year period, that they loaded up on gym gear and now it's just a hanger for their clothes, right? It just collects dust and it doesn't get used. So the most important thing, right, is doing it, is being consistent. You could be here every day with no equipment and make a hell of a lot of progress. Or you could buy a whole bunch of gear and never use it and have no value. So in the end, what matters is, are you gonna do a thing? And luckily for you, you found us, and we will do it here with you every morning if you want. So simple enough, show up, and we'll do it together. All right, throwback time. This is just, it's a little depressing, but a little exciting at the same time. This was July 1st, I think, this year. Look at that grass. Look how beautiful it is. I am definitely starting to feel the itch for spring and summer to come back. Look at all those happy animals on grass. It's neat to see those cows because they were definitely a little skinnier there than when we put them in the freezer. So there's just a reminder that seasons happen and that soon enough we will be back to it. Here's me trying to pull that shade shelter not very smoothly, and the llama's laughing at me. But there you go. That is my main summer task. Every day or two, these animals move to a new piece of grass so they can be happy and healthy and fat, ideally. Oh, she's looking at me funny. But there you go. We don't have that for quite a little bit, as the ground is good and frozen right now and covered in multiple layers of snow and ice. So it is what it is. All right. I'll get a couple chats in here and then we'll shut her down. Make sure, team, if you appreciate this, if you like any of this, what we're doing, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you really want to support the channel, join the community. Join the team right under that. Under the video screen, there's a join button. And it's just a few bucks a month, and it really is great support for what we're doing here, and I really appreciate it. If you don't, either way, I love you. Just for being here and for hanging out with us, for working out, for giving me your trust. I really do appreciate it. Let's read a couple of these. Ryan says, I started same Trav, Amazon, basic bench and weight set. 50 pounds, did the job. You got it. Doesn't need to be fancy, right? I mean, you could go outside and get yourself a big rock and lift it up and down, and you're going to get pretty fit doing that. Equipment. For example, both Adam and I are using a 15K barbell in our space. I would say personally I can do with a 10 kilo. Yeah, not a bad idea. I mean, I would love to use a 20 kilo bar because it'll make me feel like more of a man, but doesn't matter, right? I have the 15 here because it's the one that I bought my wife, and it's the one that we have in this space, and 2 barbells here it would be too much space. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I know that Jason's got a 15 kilo bar. Remember, you can always load whatever you want onto it. They do take up a little less space, but pretty similar. In Adam's case, he could keep 5 pounds. Yeah, exactly. You could always put 5. The only difference really is going to be the diameter of that bar. So that 15 kilo bar is a little bit narrower than the 20 kilo bar. Since I'm focused on Olympic weightlifting, I'm good with competition plates for 200 pounds for anything overhead and 450 pounds for pulls and deadlifts. If you need heavier weight, thin bumpers by weight. Yeah, if you need more than 450 pounds, then you get some thin ones, exactly. Travis, yes, great point. The consistency is a big part of what led me to do a home gym. A commute to a commercial gym was hard. You got it. I love that, right? I mean, not only is it, can the commute be, just far and challenging, it now becomes, hey, if you're doing an hour workout, the whole cycle is now 2 hours because you've got the commute, set up and change, gym, and then your commute back as well. So we're definitely here to, be efficient and consistent. So Travis, I hope you can join us again. We really appreciate you showing up, and everybody else. You guys are my family, right? You guys are my morning team, my morning family. I love you guys. I hope you had a great session, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Love you guys. Emily, Travis, Terry, Equipment, Yaroslav, Ryan, Talia, Amelie. I miss anybody? If I did, I'm sorry. You guys are incredible. Love you guys. Have yourselves but in the end, it was dopamine. Yeah, good point though, Amelie. For me, the commute to the CrossFit box was tough, but in the end, the dopamine from the workouts made up for it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of value in the community. I don't disagree with that. Travis, I own a CrossFit gym, so if you didn't know that, I definitely see the value in working out with a team, with a group. But if you're not going to make it there, this is the next best thing. So you guys are awesome. I like Equipment, how you're giving a heart to your wife. You guys are awesome. All right, team. Have yourselves a great day. I love you. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. Peace. 27.